Good afternoon. Here we are in lovely downtown Bunbury. It's a lovely little city. We're here for the Southwest Japan Festival, which is on, I think it's been on for a couple of weeks, but we're on here for the weekend. And right ahead of me is like the most famous hotel, and that hotel just there was where my parents actually had their honeymoon. So we've got a few connections here. Also just over that side too is the old train station, when I used to come down and visit my grandparents who lived in East Witchcliffe, south of Margaret River. That's where we used to go. Now it's going to be just down the street from where we're staying. So it looks all very interesting. There's lots of good things to see here in Bunbury, and Bunbury's about a 2-hour drive, or when the Austerland's running, it's about a 2-hour train ride south of Perth. So stay tuned to find out what I get up to in Bunbury. Okay, so this is our room. We're staying at the Rose Hotel, which is right in the centre of town. And it's just across the road from the old train station. That's where it goes. So it's right in the centre of town. Last time I have stayed here before, and there's a really nice pub and stuff connected, and a big dining room. But yeah, it was really weird to walk down the street and go, oh, wait a second, that's the old train station, the one we used to go to in the 70s and 80s. Because it's just a bus port now, so it's not quite the same. But yeah, this looks really nice. Just a nice clean room. The old Rose Motel part at the back, it looks pretty good. And we'll keep wandering around. We've just had a quick lunch at a bike shop and had toasty and coffee, so that was good. And then we're going to go down and see what's happening with the Southwest Japan Festival. Okay, so we had an amazing view of the beach and up the observation tower, but we're going to try and go out to the Bunbury, the new Bunbury train station in East Bunbury. This is where when it comes back online, the Austerland's going to go to. But I also do want to show you guys the old Bunbury train station where we went off in the 70s and 80s and stuff. Got off to Bunbury there. But I am curious to see what's there. It might not be open, like the directions were to the East Bunbury train station car park, not the actual train station itself, because it won't be operational again, I presume, until early next year. So it's not too far out of town, and obviously 2026, this is where the new Austerland's going to be going. No one's seen the new cars yet, so it'll be very interesting to see what it looks like. Apparently it's being constructed or assembled in WA. Okay, the hotel is right behind us. The convenient lolly shop is just across the road, and over here is the old train station. This back here, this is what I remember. This is the old Bunbury train station, and it's those arches there that I really remember. Just imagine here, back in the day, in the 70s and 80s, the train would come all the way up into here, and I can remember the curves of the arches here. And you'd go through the train station and wait for your West Rail bus on the other side. And back in those days, the train wasn't like 1, 2 or 4 carriages long. It was long. It was really long. And it had like a blue and white leatherette kind of seating, which you'd probably stick to in the summer months. And usually would go down here in the summer. And yeah, it would be like 8, 10 carriages, probably more. You'd put your big suitcases in the back, and then you'd sit in the seats and really enjoy the train. I'm sure the train ride probably took 4 hours back in those days. But there it is. This is what's left of the old Bunbury train station. And I appreciate the fact it's still there, but I know a lot of local people that are really annoyed the fact that the trains don't come all the way into town. If they came all the way to town, that'd be really convenient, but it would probably mess up the traffic a lot. So this is right in heart of the city, and that's where the old Bunbury train station is now. And as you can see on the other side is actually, it's a bus port now, so it's not quite the same, but the view here is amazing. I appreciate the building is still standing. It also does house a cafe, and I think the tourist centre is also in there or around there as well. Okay, we're going to walk down the promenade and waterway and check out the festival, see what's going on there. Hopefully some really good Japanese food trucks there too. This is Queen's Gardens, and I love this portal in front of us, like something out of Star Trek. Yeah, they've set up the food trucks already. This is going to be the big part tomorrow. They're going to have the main part of the festival down here on the Sunday. But in the meantime, we've got pancakes to choose from, ice creams, and okonomiyaki. Okay, I think I might be sold. Also going out to dinner later on at Frost, which is a local Bunbury brewery. So got to make a few choices here very soon. Got ourselves some juice, and we're also getting like a little Frenchy pancake back there. I think we're going for the sweet type, should be very nice. They're doing the lantern festival at sunset. They put all the lanterns out, and they're just going to float out. They don't fly in the sky. There's apparently a lot of scamming lantern festivals at the moment, but this is the real deal. Yeah, they just float them out onto the water, and I think they collect them later on. And yeah, so that's going to be at sunset, and then there's going to be Taiko on, our favourite Taiko group in Perth. They're going to be at Frost later on in a bit of a show. Should be interesting. This old-fashioned bus has turned up behind me. It's actually, they're doing sunset tours at Bunbury this evening. Very cool idea. I feel like I'm in Disneyland. So apparently this is from Northern England in about 1985-86. And they've done this up beautifully. It's amazing. And it's available for sunset tours around Bunbury. People have made their lanterns. Now they're about to float them out onto the inlet, and they do get collected later on, but hopefully it'll look really nice at sunset. We just went to the lolly shop across the road. It's open to quite late, I think 9:30 on a Friday, Saturday night. In the morning, the Japanese Down South Japan Festival continues, but I'm going to go off to the Dolphin Discovery Centre, which I think we could see from the tower earlier on in the day. And we'll see what I can see at the Dolphin Discovery Centre in the morning, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, it's next morning. We're on the hunt for breakfast at the moment. I did manage to book I'm going to visit the Dolphin Discovery Tour, as well as go on the Dolphin Eco Cruise this morning. So that's all happening this morning for 12 o'clock, so wish me luck. And also big shout out to these guys here, the Bean & Cone. You guys are the best. They had a beautiful gelato last night, and that's straight opposite the hotel we're staying at. I believe there's some feeding or something happening at 9:30, which is around about now. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to have a look around for a while, and then I've got to head off to the Dolphin Eco Cruise, which is not here, it's back in town. Okay, I've just driven the 5 minutes back into town. That was delightful. Probably an hour or two would be the most you'd want to spend at the Dolphin Discovery Centre. Back in the centre of town now, I'm on the lookout for the boat. It's near the skate park, which is just over there. One of the skate parks. There's many skate parks here, and it should be very interesting to see what we got. Yeah, well, that was it. That was the Dolphin Eco Cruise from the Dolphin Discovery Centre. Very nice, very entertaining. It goes for about an hour and a half, and the entry into the Discovery Centre is about $24, and you probably spend a couple of hours. They had a feeding time in there. They fed the rescued turtles, and they also they looked at the cuttlefish there, so that was really good. And then we had to come into town to go on the Dolphin Eco Tour, which was really nice. Fit about 30-40 people. They checked your name off as you got to the beach. They land on the beach back there, and it really gives you a different perspective of Bunbury, and it kind of reminds a bit of the Augusta one that I went on start of this year, which I'll link above. Yeah, that's all for me from down south, and later on this week we're going to be at the Perth Royal Show, so we're all looking very forward to that. We're going to see the guys again, which is going to be great, and we're going to head back to Perth, which takes a couple of hours. So we'll see you next time.